Poetry Teatime, an enjoyable way to expose our children to the art of the written word, the art of writing, reading, reasoning, and processing and expressing their thoughts. Poetry Teatime looks different for every family, but it's basically what the name suggests: a time around a table with a beverage, usually tea, and with resources of poems with you. For some family, it may be a time of your daily routine. Some call it snack time or morning time. It may be part of an everyday breakfast time. For others, especially with younger children, it may be a weekly or monthly event and make it something of baking, fancy china, and a table setting. We try to have poetry tea time at least once a week. Some weeks it's just around the table for breakfast time, and others it's an outside snack on a blanket. Sometimes it falls on a special holiday with a special theme, and that's how we celebrated Valentine's Day this year with a poetry tea time party. Some of the resources that I like to use for poetry tea time. This is the Tea Party book, and I found this at a thrift store, but I have seen it available on Amazon. This isn't a poetry book. This resource more serves as inspiration for a themed tea time with menus, recipes, decorations, and favors to make. For this day, I referred to the Valentine Tea Party on page 9. We did modify the menu to fit our eating habits, but we did copy the menu idea for a place setting. I cut out hearts out of recycled paper bags, and Bella assisted in taping them onto popsicle sticks and adding ribbon. I then wrote out the menu and we used them for the table setting. Like I mentioned, head to your local thrift store for vintage poetry books. Also, head to your library. And of course, you can also find a lot of poetry tea time resources on Pinterest and Teachers Pay Teachers. Sometimes we read through a devotional and read verses rather than poems. And a newer resource to us, but one that we already love and we used this day, are the poem, hymn, and verse cards from My Hearth Magic on Etsy. We love our poems by Jenny Phillips, which we find in our language arts curriculum by The Good and the Beautiful, so we pull resources from all corners of our homeschool room. We also enjoyed making candle votives for the food table. For this, we used empty jam glass jars, heart cutouts from window star paper, Mod Podge, and a paintbrush. First, we paste each heart on with a little bit of Mod Podge, and then we seal the entire jar with a light layer of Mod Podge. And that's it. You can also make them into lanterns by adding wire for a handle. Making decorations for your table setting is of course optional, not necessary, but I will say that the preparations leading up to the tea time were my favorite moments. One of the perks of wooden and open-ended toys is that they are so beautiful you can use them as decor. We love creating wooden tiered cakes for special occasions. It's become some of a tradition. With our Grimm's 12-piece large rainbow, the semicircles, and loose parts. This was the perfect piece to adorn the food table. All things dollies and lace scream tea time, and we picked up paper dollies from the dollar store. And a pretty bouquet or plant brings the beauty of nature indoors. And basically just pulling together all the beautiful things we already own. The girls did pick out special paper plates and napkins at the dollar store. So between the dollies, the paper plates, napkins, and lollipops for the table centerpiece, I spent about $5 in total. The littles were so eager to help out with the decorating and the table setting. So, if you can include your young ones in this process, again, it's just the leading up to and the anticipation. On the menu, we decided for heart shaped sugar cookies, peanut butter, banana, and jelly sandwiches, fresh fruit, and a refreshing strawberry lemonade tea. Just as in homeschool, there is no right way to do poetry tea time. Whatever it may look like for your family, whatever it may look like for your season, the point is that it's a time to enjoy and explore the written word together as a family. A million stars up in the sky, one shines brighter, I can't deny. A love so precious, a love so true, a love that comes from me to you. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver, the other is gold. A circle is round, it has no end. That's how long I will be your friend.